Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of Zillow Talk, where I talk about some of the most interesting and unique apartments and homes that are on the market on Zillow. And who doesn't love looking around on Zillow at homes they can't afford? I mean, what's the fun in looking at a house that you can't afford? But in today's video, I want to talk about a fun topic that I feel like I hear a lot of people talk about all the time, which is New York better or is Florida better? Now in this video, we're going to do what $3 million can get you in New York versus what it can get you in Florida. I could say I'm biased, but I'm not really. I mean, I'm from Florida originally, but moved up to New York. I do like Florida and have a piece of Florida in my heart, but I love New York as well. And one day I could see myself living in both, but for now I'm in New York. And yeah, so let's just jump right into it. So for New York, we're gonna start in New York. I have the screen up and we're gonna look at Zillow. The first home I wanna look at is actually on the Upper East Side. It's in the neighborhood I currently live in. And we're gonna be looking between 3 million to 3.25 just to give us a few more options. They're close enough. So this first one, it is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom for 1996 square feet, and it's asking 3.249 million. So let's take a look at it. First off, I will say I like this kitchen a lot. I love an island, and it looks like it's the waterfall island as well, which is one of the best ways to do an island, I feel like. It's so pretty. You have a balcony here, which is really nice. I love the flooring. It looks like you have high ceilings. They're probably what, like 9 feet? I like the furniture too. Well, wait, okay. These pictures are a little weird because you have this photo and then this is the same room, but it's different furniture, different couch, different pillows, different rug. So that will throw you off a little bit when looking at it. Nice sized bedroom. That's definitely a king size bed. And I love the floor to ceiling windows. So you're gonna get a lot of natural light, which is awesome to have in New York because I have seen a ton of apartments here that have like 0 light. So having this is really nice. But I mean, hopefully you have good natural light for paying $3.25 million. So this is the bathroom. This is interesting. I feel like I'm not used to seeing wood floor here in the bathrooms. Maybe it's one of those wood floors that's actual tile. I have seen some of those. I actually saw one last week. I went in an apartment and it looked like wood floors, but it was actually tile. So I hope that's what they did here because you don't really want your wood floors getting too wet. That's how they can start buckling. All the bedrooms are pretty good size. This is a condo, so it's rare sometimes to have like 3 really good sized bedrooms. A lot of times in apartments here in New York, I feel like if it is a 3-bedroom, like obviously the primary bedroom is pretty spacious, but then the other 2 bedrooms, they just get gypped. I like this bathroom a lot. I like the dark colors. It's very moody. It's a nice home though. I actually like it. And you're pretty close if you look at the map. This is where it is. You're pretty close to Central Park, which is really nice. The Upper East Side is great. I live up here. Again, I'm biased to that though. And there's great restaurants in this area. Now let's compare that to a home down in Florida. This is in Miami Beach. This one's for $3.2 million. So it's a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, a little over 2,300 square feet, or right under 2,400, I guess you could say. And let's take a look. It's a little too white, but I think it's definitely a Florida thing. You gotta stay cool somehow, right? If you have any black in here, it's gonna start getting a little hot. It's pretty though. It just feels, sometimes it doesn't feel as welcoming to me when it's too white, you know? But they're warming it up with some of these brown colors at least. I love the greenery right outside. There's, again, you have that open kitchen with the waterfall island, which is obviously, again, one of my favorites. Yeah, that's pretty. It's funny how like everything in this kitchen looks pretty updated, all stainless steel appliances, but then you have this big white fridge. So that will probably need updating, but if you're paying $3.25 million for a house, I'm assuming you can probably afford a fridge. But yeah, it's a pretty home. I like it. This must be the primary bedroom. Looks like a large sized bed. I don't know if this is a setup I would want in the bedroom with this large couch, but I guess you gotta fill the space somehow. Nice bathrooms. Oh, look at this one. If this doesn't speak Miami, I don't know what will. I actually like it though. It must be the powder room in the house, and everything else in this house is so white. So walking into this bathroom, if you don't know what you're walking into, you're probably like, whoa, what the hell did I just walk into? But I like it. I like how they at least made that pop. Smaller bedroom. The bed, I don't know, I'm assuming that's probably a queen bed. I think if you had a full bed in there, it would be a little bit better, especially with this chair here. But I understand if they did it for staging purposes. So it looks like the backyard is just a full patio. There's not much greenery. Oh, I'm wrong. There it is. Again, so they do the turf here. I really like how they do this down in Florida, how they make it turf outside. It just looks so nice and clean and crisp. That's definitely what I would like to do. But yeah, it's a nice little backyard. You can entertain on the deck, you can grill out. Then you have this area for your kids or a dog. All right, that was nice. Now let's go to another one in New York City. So this one is in Gramercy Park. So if you look at the map here, I'll zoom in. This is in Gramercy Park. And as you can see, this is Gramercy Park right here, and then this is the apartment. So it is on the park. And when you live on Gramercy Park, then you get a key to the park. Gramercy Park is a private park that it's not public. You have to have a key in order to get into it. And the only way you can get a key is if you buy an apartment in a building that is on the park. So this apartment specifically is on the park. So you would get a key, which is a huge amenity. If you have a key and you live in Manhattan, or if you even just live in Manhattan and know about this, you know how big of a deal it is to have a key to the park. So let's take a look. This is $3.25 million, a little over 2,000 square feet, 2 bedroom, 3 bathroom. I just want to start off by saying that I absolutely love this living room. Look at the fireplace. I don't really know where you'd put your TV though, but I guess if you buy this, maybe you're just not sitting in your living room watching TV. But as you can see, you have this huge window, and overlooking it, you can see the trees right here. So you're getting good views of Gramercy Park. It's really pretty nice views, skyline views. I like this a lot, actually. The staging was actually great on it. There's another thing is I love the open kitchen, and I love the brown, honestly, just to give it a little bit of pop of color in here. Like that last house we looked at in Florida, it was just really white. So this warms up the space with this brown wood and the oak in the kitchen. Love the huge, long island. If you're a chef or you like to cook, this is definitely the place for you. Nice open dining room. It's really a great space for an entertainer, that's for sure. Here's the primary bedroom. It looks like that's probably a king bed, but it looks directly over the park. I mean, who doesn't want to wake up, go stand at that window and just overlook the park and just know that this is your home. You live in the heart of New York City. Living in New York is just so different from living in Florida. Like, you don't get views like this in Florida, like obviously whatsoever. This is really pretty. I like this one a lot. Really pretty bathroom. Don't worry, you can pull the shade down for some privacy while you're in here getting ready or showering or taking a bath. Here's one of the other bedrooms. Yep, there's a view. So yeah, this is the park here. And again, it's a private keyed park. It'll probably show it in a second. So yeah, this is all private. Again, you have to have a key to get in here. Now let's go to another home in Florida. So let's see, that apartment in New York was $3.25 million. This apartment, this is actually also a condo in Miami Beach for $3.2 million. This is obviously going to be larger. It's a 4-bedroom, 5-bath with over 2,700 square feet. Again, look at all the white. It's definitely a style in Miami, I guess, to have everything white. Again, I guess it offsets the heat in the apartment when you have everything white in there, because obviously it gets really hot down there. I mean, it's a really pretty apartment. I know it gets hot in here based on all the windows. If anyone has ever lived in an apartment or a house that is all windows, your AC is probably on all the time. Especially in Florida, I couldn't imagine what the heat is like in here. Your AC bill is probably through the roof. But again, if you're paying $3.25 million or $3.2 million for a home, I'm sure that's not the biggest worry to you. There's another waterfall island. If you can't tell, it's a thing. People love their waterfall islands. This has definitely been done really nicely. I don't know if this is staged or if it's people's homes, but you have a really pretty view of sunset here. Here's the primary, nice large. It's kind of a shame that this is the size of the window in this bedroom. I wish it was a little bit larger, but I guess all the windows in the living room and dining room make up for that. Yeah, this is nice. I mean, it's kind of plain, but I would assume that, you know, this is a really good location to live in Miami. It looks like, I don't know if it's one of these buildings, but if so, that's pretty cool to live on this little island here. That's one thing that's cool about Miami is like all the little tiny islands that they can live on. But you know what makes me nervous about Miami is the fact that maybe one day it might be underwater, but maybe not in our lifetime. So you can just enjoy your home while it's there. What do you guys feel? Do you like the Gramercy Park apartment more or this apartment? Obviously you get more space down here, but location wise and the fact that it's not 500 degrees outside is a plus. This is over at 200 Amsterdam. So if we look at the map here, this is gonna be on the Upper West Side. And this is like prime location on the Upper West Side. You have a lot of good restaurants around here. This is Amsterdam. It is 1 bedroom, 2 bath with a little over 1,290 square feet. This is a new development. So With that being said, new developments are going to be pretty pricey here in New York, but you're getting a really beautiful building here. When you think about buying into a new development in New York City, one thing you're buying into is not just the apartment. You're buying into the full package of the building, all the amenities, whether there's a gym, children's playroom, there can be golf simulators. It can get pretty crazy in there. So keep that in mind, even though, yes, this is really expensive for a 1-bedroom, you're buying into the building. So let's just take a look at it though. I already like it a lot because you get the nice trees here. That is gonna be Central Park straight ahead. You get a nice little water tower, which is classic New York City. Again, floor to ceiling windows in this as well. It's probably gonna get hot, but at least in the winter, you're not gonna be super hot. Nice primary bedroom. That's a king size bed. You have really nice views here. I mean, obviously, what I would wanna do is install electric shades if they haven't been installed already. Just, you know, just another expense. What's another couple $1,000s to install those gonna cost when you're spending this much money on an apartment? So here's the primary bathroom. I really like this tile. I love this big deep soaking tub. This is actually really pretty. This is the thing with like new developments. Their finishes are always done so well. So I guess, is that all the apartment though? I know you guys are gonna freak out that $3.1 million buys you that 1-bedroom. But this, again, this is everything else you get, right? Here's a lap pool. I would use this thing religiously. If you follow me on my training channel, you know. This is a nice gym as well. So like you're not getting this kind of quality of amenities in a building like we just looked at Gramercy Park North. Children's playroom. Here's a golf simulator, soccer simulator. It looks like you can do hockey on it. So yeah, you're buying into a full package here. There's a whole gaming lounge and everything. Here's a floor plan. So it looks like living dining room, you do have a primary, oh, and then there is a study over here, which I don't know if they took a photo of it or not. There's that, and let's go to one more home in Miami. So this one's for $3.2 million, 4-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,500 plus square feet. So it's definitely a big space, it looks like, and I can already tell from the photos, I am in love with it. It looks like such a huge yard. And it's interesting looking at the outside of this photo, like if you didn't see anything else, if you didn't look at anything down here, this does not look like a house in Miami. This looks like something I would find up here in like Connecticut, which is actually kind of cool. It looks like they took a house from Connecticut and placed it in Miami. Nice little picket fence yard. That's the American dream, people. This is the backyard. This must be like an in-law suite or whatever you want to turn it into. I'm actually interested to see what they have it set up as. I would love to set it up as like a studio or an office or even maybe like a home gym. That would be pretty cool. This is so pretty, honestly. I love this little seating area. It gets so much natural light in here. I'm not a big fan of the floors. They kind of look like a garage floor. I don't know, what do you guys think? But I really like this setup. I like the windows up here. There we go, here's some wood floor. My heart, that's much better. I love how they have the little pop of color in the blue in the island. It's a really pretty kitchen. I would spend so much time in here, just kidding. But I would hang out in here with Barry while she cooks, my girlfriend. I'm not saying that because she's a girl. I'm saying that because she cooks way better than I do, trust me. Just trust me on that. So here is the entrance to the house, it looks like. So you can go up the stairs here. There's also a small little door here. It's probably like a Harry Potter closet, which is kind of cool. This must be like the formal living room, and then back here must be like your regular hangout den area. So this is upstairs. This is one of the kids' bedrooms. This might be the primary bedroom. It's a big house, but it was done really nicely. Oh wait, so here's the primary bedroom, because this is definitely the largest room. And I love these windows. These are what, casement windows, I believe they're called. And I love this bathroom. So one thing that to me, every time I see it, it just makes it look so much more elegant. It's the bronze or the gold finishes. And I really love this color of gray they chose for these cabinets. This is done really well. I like this a lot better than all the other Miami apartments and houses we've looked at so far. Okay, so look, I was right. They turned it into a little gym, which is 100% what I would have done as well. It's always so nice when you see that some people have the same idea as you do. And no, I didn't look at these photos before we started looking at this house. So I like that house a lot. I definitely think that that is worth the money. How long has it been on the market? 3 days. Okay, so I'm sure that one will not last long. It looks like it's pretty close to the water too, which is nice. So yeah, that was interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know it wasn't anything too crazy in regards to like renovations or anything. It is interesting seeing what you can get in New York versus what you can get in Florida for the same amount of money. I mean, listen, the goal and the dream is to have a house or an apartment in New York that you can live in from, let's say, I don't know, March or April to maybe September, because for one, you don't want to be in Florida during those months. It's just too damn hot. But then live in Florida and have a place in Florida during the winter months up here in New York, which a lot of people do. And I think they call them snowbirds down in Florida, so they don't get the best rep. But when you have that much money, you can do whatever you want, and who cares what other people say. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Zillow Talk. Yeah, let me know if you guys have any other ideas of other situations you want me to look at, whether you want me to do New York versus California, New York versus Texas. Do you want me to look at what the same price can get you in different neighborhoods in Manhattan? I think that one would actually be a good one to do. But I enjoy making these. Again, I love looking at these homes. I guess you could say I'm passionate about real estate. Not that it's like my whole career or anything. But yeah, make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in the next one.